All right, so super excited to have our Who's Next Freshie on today during a preseason wellness check. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rian Forestier. I'm going into my freshman year at the University of Southern California. Fight on. And I'm representing San Antonio.
Yes, how fun. All right, so is it sunny out there? Is it all palm trees and
Yes,
breezy
it's I
weather?
actually love the weather here. Like I know everyone says like I love LA weather, I love California weather, but I didn't know it was consistently this good until like I've been living here. Like it's so pretty all the time. I love it.
All right, so going from Texas to Cali, is there like a big difference in weather? Like, are you like a Cali girl now?
I think I'm turning into a Cali girl because when I went home, I was like, oh my God, it's so hot. Like, I can't do this. But I'm like, Ryan, you literally lived here for 18 years. Like, you can do this. So I'm like shifting. But then when it was like really hot here, I was like, it feels great. Like, I'm fine. So I think I'm in the middle right now.
Got it. Okay, have you went surfing yet?
No, I went to the beach a couple times. Apparently, I went to like the tourist beaches, so I didn't go to the good spot. Still so pretty. Like, it's so pretty outside.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you picked a nice school to go to with beautiful weather. And then, so when you first got to campus and your folks said goodbye, like, did you get homesick or cry when that move-in date came in?
No, I didn't. I cried when I left my mom's just because like I love them and they were crying, so that it made me cry. But I haven't really gotten homesick, honestly. Sorry, if my mom's watching, I miss y'all so much and I love y'all so much. Don't get mad at me.
And then now, have you all started workouts?
We're like deep into workouts now because we had it over the summer, and this is I want to say my almost a month of me being back.
So, are there any like 5 a.m. starts? How early do you guys start?
We start at 7 a.m. That's so it's not that bad. And especially for me, since like my body clock is still kind of on Texas time, technically we're starting at 9.
Got
So I'm good. Like that's not even early to me. But the prettiest thing is that this is my apartment. My window's right there. And so like when I wake up, I get to wake up to a sunrise. So like I'll leave my window open. It's literally the prettiest thing ever. I love it. Like it helps me wake up because I get to just look out at the sunrise. It's so pretty.
Okay, so a dorm room with a view.
Apartment
Oh,
building.
oh,
They got
apartment. We moved up. No more. No. So, do you have to walk far to like the I would say the athletic center or your classes?
the gym is like the farthest from here, and it's like a 5-minute scooter ride. My class, it takes me like I would say 5 minutes to get there too, just because it's like turning and stuff. Everything's super close.
And then how's the transition from like high school to college, like classes and practice? Of course, everything's resumed. So, how was that?
I'll start with classes. They're definitely like different. Like, in high school, they make you take a bunch of classes. Here, like, it's what you want to do and it's what you find interesting. So I'm a business major. So, like, the business classes I'm taking, they're super interactive. But at the same time, it's like you're going to get out of it what you put into it. And then our tutors and our learning specialists help us so much. Like, they made us a semester calendar that has every single like assignment we'll have for the rest of the semester, when it's due, when we have to do stuff. They are literally like my holy grail. Like I love them so much. I'm so thankful for them. I mean, obviously, like being with like a ton of elite athletes, like being in a setting where everyone's pouring into each other is like it's like one of my favorite things about being here. And then like obviously it's a faster pace, stronger. Like I love it though. Like I love it here. Well, first of all, like anyone who's here at USC, they're super smart. So everyone here is just smart. And so obviously like the connections here are insane. Like it's still mind blowing to me. But like the people that I'm meeting every day, if I don't go out and introduce myself to them, like then I'm not gonna have connections. I'm not gonna meet any.
I was gonna say, like, what has been the most challenging and or easiest to learn so far?
Honestly, school, it hasn't been that hard. Like, I have a couple like papers due, but it's nothing I can't handle. I would say the hardest thing is you have to remember what you have because the professor is gonna say when it's due once, and you gotta write it down and you gotta remember. So that for me, I was like, oh shoot, like let me get my notes out, let me write this down because I don't want to be forgetting in the day of. I'm like, our class on Tuesday got canceled,
Uh,
and I didn't write it down, and I showed up to class, and I was like,
I could have been in bed.
Ryan, I could have been home sleeping right now. Like, come on. For basketball, it's the same game that I played since I was a kid, just a higher level.
And then also, what's your mindset and your goals in coming in as like a freshman? Because you are one of the taller guards at USC too on the roster. Like, do scrimmages help you figure out what you need to do to see the floor this year? Like, how are you going to separate yourselves with it being a guard heavy roster?
Honestly, like just being wherever my team needs me to be. like sprinting the floor, setting off-ball screens, so even if I don't get open, I'm getting somebody else open. Just being, like, selfless on the court and then obviously, like, making shots when I need to.
And then like, how is the team looking? Y'all did scrimmages before. Is anything is you know what I'm saying? Is it like, oh dang, we look good this year, or is it more so like, uh, you're not intimidated at all? I'm assuming you're there for a reason, right?
I feel like we're looking good this year, and I just love the fact that we're all pouring into each other. We all want each other to get better, and then we love each other like on and off the court. Like like I know it's cliche, but we are literally like a family. Like I literally love those girls to death.
And then who are you looking forward to playing this season? Because I know the schedule I looked hasn't been released yet, but I know the UCLA rivalry is going to be big this year. So who?
I'm so excited for my first real rivalry game like that, where it's gonna be big. I'm excited to go to Paris because it's Paris and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm just excited for the whole season. Like I'm just excited for college basketball, women's basketball. Like I'm just excited for all of it.
And then I know you've been checking out like the transfers and the other schools who are stacking. Who else are you looking at? Like, oh, they look good. I like to see how they look this year.
I wouldn't say there's specific like schools that I'm looking at, but like all of my friends, like I want to see how they're doing and stuff like that, and like the things that they're doing. Because it's crazy. Like I've been looking up to women who play Division 1 college basketball my entire life, and for me, it's crazy because it's like, oh, like these are my friends now. Like I know them. Like, but when I was a kid, I was like, I want to be them so bad. Like look at them. Like they're incredible. And now I'm like, oh, that's my friend.
And then as far as like, I know you're in Cali now from San Antonio. Is there like a place that makes you kind of feel like home? Like as far as there a spot that you go to for food? You know, I don't know what your favorite stuff
Yeah.
is to eat.
Oh, there's this like taco truck, but they have the best freaking Mexican food ever. Like me and Kaylee Heckle, we went to we were like, oh, we should try it. Like we should try it. And then one night I was like, okay, let's try it. Like we've been saying we wanted to try it. Let's go. They had great tacos. Then we went we went yesterday again. We tried a quesadilla this time. It was so freaking good. Oh my god. But yeah, those help a little bit. Just when I talk to my family, like I love talking to them.
And then who are you rooming with? Because I know you said you guys came in with 7 freshmen, so that's a lot that you got to guys get to bond with and lean on. Not too many people have that. Sometimes they come in by themselves, but how does that actually help?
Yeah, just having someone to lean on, having like a bunch of people to go through like the same process. We'll have classes together. We all like have tutoring sessions, study sessions together. So just like being with each other through the process and stuff like that. And then at a point, it's not like because we have 15 people on the team, so basically half the team is freshmen and over half are new. So I feel like it takes away that, oh, I'm a freshman, I'm the new kid mindset.
No, I totally get that. Well, I'm glad that works out for you in your favor. And then who has been like the toughest player you had to guard in practice and why?
I mean, obviously, like I feel like our whole team is tough, like in their own ways. Our practice boys got they got some games with them too.
Okay.
I think our whole team is tough.
And then what did you like work on the off season prior to getting to USC? I guess what were you fine tuning?
I would say obviously just like my shot, like everyone wants to shoot 100% from the field, so just getting my percentages up and shooting off the move, off sprints. Definitely my strength and conditioning. I didn't want to come into college and be one of those kids that's like, oh, she was not ready. So I worked a lot. I worked a lot on my conditioning, and then my shot, just my game as a whole, just because I wanted to get better. I wouldn't say like I was preparing for college. Obviously, I wanted to just keep getting better.
And then as far as I know, you said preparing yourself to get there as far as conditioning goes. How much running do y'all actually do when y'all get to college? Is it like a lot of outdoor stuff, hills, I don't know, sand? What are y'all doing? Like I said, it's serious business when you get to college. So like how much are you really running?
So we actually just finished our preseason conditioning test. So we have all had like a glow to us because we don't have to do Tuesday conditioning anymore. But our test was to run, it's called a 22. And basically you run down, back. It's basically like 2 down and backs, but instead of finishing at the baseline, you finish at the free throw line. You have to make it down, back, down through the free throw line in 22 seconds. And then you have, I think it's like 40 seconds of rest. And we did like a build up throughout the summer. So 1 week we did 6, then we did 9, then we did 12, then we had our break, came back, did 12 again, then we did 15, and then we did 20. That was our test. So we're done with that. But
20?
it's Yeah, it sounds bad, but, like, they prepare us so well for it. Not in a way that it's like, "Oh, it's so easy," but in a way it pushes us, but it gets us conditioned. I feel like I can run anywhere now. Like, I feel so conditioned.
And then how excited are you to be playing with Juju, Kiki, and Talia this year? I mean, have they been helpful for you at all as a freshman?
Them and just honestly everyone, like I said, the whole team pours into each other, and they all like, we all work together to make each other better. And yeah, I'm excited to play with this team. Like, I just feel like we're so special as a whole and as a collective that I'm just excited to go to battle and be on the court with these girls.
And then have you ever received any advice from any coaches or older collegiate players, like, about, hey, watch out for this your freshman year, or don't party too much, or don't get a freshman 15, or don't schedule any Friday classes, anything like that?
I've heard the Friday classes. Apparently, I have like a super easy schedule as a freshman because I don't have any Friday classes or whatever. But that's because I sat in the office with my academic advisor. I was like, okay, like, can we go step by step on like the options for my classes? But no, I obviously heard the don't party, but I'm not like a party person, so I wasn't worried about that. I heard about the freshman 15. I got the freshman 10 though, but I'm happy about it. Like, I gained 10 pounds. Like, I was happy about that. Our strength coach and our dietitians, they're freaking amazing. Like, I love them so much. Stay focused and stuff like that. Stay in the gym, which I mean, that was gonna be my mindset coming here anyways. So
Ryan is thick now.
it's been thick, bro.
And then talk about that business major. How did you decide to come to terms with want to pursue a career in business?
Well, obviously, like growing up, everyone has like 30 different careers they want to be. So, like, I went from like judge to lawyer to surgeon to like all the big ones. And so I sat down with my mom, and she was like, "Okay, like business isn't everything. Like, no matter what you do, like you're gonna need business." And then USC's Marshall is an incredible business school. So that's how I kind of chose that major. I also want to graduate in 3. That's also why I'm taking a lot of classes because I want to be on track to graduate in 3 years.
Oh, dang. Okay. Have you been watching the WNBA? And then what rookies are you impressed with and how they transition? What takeaways did you pull from, or what did you learn?
I mean, honestly, like, how can you not be impressed with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? Like, they're breaking records, not even rookie records. They're breaking all-time WNBA records. So, I mean, like, how can you not be like impressed by that? But also, like Kate Martin, she didn't even know she was going to get drafted, and not only did she make a team, she made the Las Vegas Aces team. They are solid. I would say just the way that they have no fear going into it. They like, you look at them and they're not thinking, "Oh, I'm a rookie. Let me see what the vets want me to do." Like, they're coming in and they're automatically making an impact. So that for me like stuck out a lot.
So that gives you kind of hope, like, hey, let me use what they have and put it into my like college freshman career as
Yeah,
well, right?
for sure.
Gives you some hope and confidence. No, I see that. And then talk about the brand, the merch, plug it if you want to as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
forward, my nonprofit.
Forward.
It's going great. I love doing it. It's one of my favorite things. And we had a camp. I went home in August, and it was so successful, not even because of like how many people came, but how amazing the kids that were there were. Like, they were just so energetic. They wanted to learn. They all acted like sponges when we told them information. Like, they were just great kids with great energy. And then we already have our school picked out and our shoes. Like, we have all our shoes for our next one. So we're just super excited to keep this going and keep helping and impacting more kids.
If there's anything else that I missed, any advice that you want to give to, I guess, other freshmen out there?
I'd probably just say, like, I know it's hard, but take a moment to like reflect and realize that where you are now, you were dreaming of being in that position 5 years ago. So don't be hard on yourself. Be like, you have every right to be proud of yourself. Keep working, keep doing your best. But yeah, I'm just proud of y'all because I know this is everything we dreamed of, and I know we think it's normal. I know I think it's normal. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I'm playing basketball, okay, whatever. But this, what we're doing, isn't normal. It's elite, and I think sometimes we need to take a step back from our super competitive minds and realize that what we're doing is something to be proud of.
Ooh, Ryan, good stuff. Okay.